Laura, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself. I
Hey, do I have
am,
a meeting?
I'm sorry?
Is it just me at the
Yeah, it
meeting?
is. Yeah, it is. Well, I'm here too.
Oh, okay, great. I thought, hey, everybody else is coming. I am Laura Manka. I am the community coordinator in International Falls, Minnesota.
Okay. I'm Tiffany Stingline, member support specialist for Region 1. Welcome. uh, I am going to pull up some slides because who doesn't love slides? Okay, so you should be able to see adult recognitions now?
Okay, yeah.
Yep, okay, good.
All right, and I can enlarge it for the seeing impaired that I am.
Okay.
All right.
Agenda. Welcome. I think we covered that. We'll review the mission and the Girl Scout leadership experience, why we recognize adults, general requirements for awards for adult members, and then the individual recognitions for adult members, the requirements for those, and then the Beacon Award, and then there will be maybe some questions along the way. So the mission is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. So I wanted to review that because it comes up in the awards. And then the Girl Scout leadership experience is that discover, connect, take action. So we want to provide pathways for girls to discover themselves and their values, connect with others at local, state, national, and global level, and take action to make their communities and the world a better place. Why we recognize adults. So while Girl Scouts is an organization that primarily serves girls, we couldn't do it without our adult volunteers. We also consider it to be service to our adult volunteers as well. We want to say thank you. It's a great way to say thank you to a volunteer who has done something great. And Miss Manners always wants to say thank you. And then, of course, in a self-interested way, we want those volunteers to do it again or keep doing it. General requirements for adult members. So for not the Beacon Award, which will be at the end, but all the other ones, they have to be an adult member who is registered. They must have successfully completed all position requirements. So no outstanding reports or things like that. They can't have any product sales debt. And they have to actively recognize, understand, and practice the values of inclusive behavior. So a couple of things that I'm going to send out in an email. The nomination form, which is 8303, is, let me see if I can get that up. So this is the form. We use one form for all of those, the 5 major ones. And it's kind of, some of it's the basics, and hopefully you should be able to see it at this point, but then there is also some space to fill in some more information on what they've done, and list the letters of endorsement. Go back. Geographic area of service reads service unit. That's the language that we use through all of the awards, but service unit is a good proxy for that. And then letters of endorsement, and we do have a form that goes through some tips and actually has some sample letters for endorsement. Be sure to list the activities and achievements, describe the impact, and be specific. And I went over all this first because each of these has a slightly different requirement. So the Volunteer of Excellence recognizes volunteers who have contributed outstanding service in support of the Council's mission delivery to girl and adult members. So that is building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. This one doesn't have a specific geographic requirement, but it requires one letter of endorsement in addition to the nomination form. So you need to have nomination form and a letter. The appreciation pin recognizes the volunteer's exemplary service in support of the Girl Scout leadership experience. That's the discover, connect, take action. This is for one geographic area of service, and it requires 2 letters of endorsement in addition to the nomination form. The honor pin recognizes the volunteer's exemplary service in support of the Girl Scout leadership experience. Again, that's the discover, connect, and take action. This is for a larger area, so 2 or more geographic areas of service, read service unit, and it requires 3 letters of endorsement in addition to the nomination form. The Thanks Badge and the Thanks Badge 2, so these are for outstanding service performed that results in outcomes that benefit the total council or the entire Girl Scout organization and is so significant and above and beyond the call of duty that no other award would be appropriate. The Thanks Badge 2 is if they've already got the Thanks Badge 1. So the geographic area for this one is the entire council or GSUSA, and it requires 4 letters of endorsement in addition to the nomination form. So those 5 kind of go together just based on the geography getting bigger. They all have to be, these are the ones you have to be the member for and registered and all that. The Beacon Award is a Girl Scout Minnesota, Wisconsin, Lakes and Pines Award. So all those other ones are GSUSA, they're in all councils. The Beacon Award is Girl Scouts Minnesota, Wisconsin, Lakes and Pines, and it recognizes and acknowledges exceptional services given by community members and organizations who are not members. So it's for non-monetary contributions to Girl Scouts. It can be for adults, community businesses, organizations, schools. The service or support should be significant in that it impacts girls. It is ongoing and or above and beyond as determined by the service unit. And then hope to have a different recipient each time. That's kind of one of our goals. It is one service unit, and then we have a separate form. So this doesn't require separate letters, but there is a different form from the other forms. Okay, any questions, Laura?
So the Beacon Award would be like a business, you're saying, right?
Yep, so some examples. I know one service unit gave the Beacon Award to the person who was like an insurance agent who let them use the office as a cookie cupboard.
Sure.
Or we've given it to a custodian at a school who was particularly helpful. It's for somebody who is not necessarily, they're not a part of Girl Scouts, but they're doing something that is meaningful and impactful for Girl Scouts.
Right, I understand that. Okay. All right, and you fill that on the same form?
It's a different form.
Oh, it's a different form.
It's a different form. And let me.
Okay. And then the Volunteer Excellence is for anyone with courage, confidence, and character, right?
Who have contributed outstanding service in support of delivering the mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character.
Okay. And then the appreciation pin is for discover and take action.
It's for helping girls discover, connect, and take action. That's the appreciation, that's all of the ones besides the Volunteer of Excellence one, is for helping to deliver on the Girl Scout leadership experience.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Okay, the Beacon Award.
Yeah.
So this is the form. Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I'll include this in the email too.
All right.
But it goes through kind of the criteria, and we put together a little news release, and then it's a pretty straightforward form.
Okay. And do you need letters with that one?
No,
No letters.
no letters, just the form.
Okay. All right. And what's the due date?
None of these have we do have a due date if you want to have them presented at the annual meeting, but we accept the nominations year round. So if you wanted to do it like right now, if you wanted to do it at like a Court of Awards, it'd be a little late, but this is a weird year. So
Well, we're gonna have ours in first, so.
okay, in September.
Correct.
Okay, so it might get through. I think we usually do 2 months, but over the summer, I'm not sure how often they meet.
Okay. Well, is it every year that these awards are received? So the Girl Scout year 2019, 2020,
It can
and then there's new ones, or?
well, it can be an ongoing. We don't really have a, like there isn't a 2019 Beacon Award winner and then a 2020 Beacon Award winner. We can have more than one. There isn't really a limit, and if you want to nominate somebody now, once they get approved, I mean, you can do the any type of a ceremony or something like that when it's appropriate.
All right. Okay. All right. That's all the questions I have.
Okay. Let's go back. Well, that's me. If you need anything, you should have an email from me earlier today with the link, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Email address. I think we're gonna wrap up early because we had such a...
Are you out of the state park office?
Actually,
Stephanie?
I'm out of Brainerd.
Brainerd.
Mhm.
Wow, I didn't know we had an office out of there. Okay.
Yep. Well, there are just 2 of us in Brainerd.
Okay.
And if you ever are trying to get a hold of me with anyone else in the council or something like that, I should warn you, there is actually another Tiffany S. But
Okay.
she's Tiffany Duluth. I'm Tiffany Brainerd.
Okay. All right.
That's how we keep it straight.
All right.
Usually that works. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Tiffany.
You have a nice night.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.